Hello! Back again for some Shadowrun, some Shadowrunning, some Shadowrun. Do you find these games a lot more tiring to play than, like, Inquisition? That was the last big game I did. Inquisition, you just kick back with your controller, chill out, do shit. This game, you gotta sit here and really think about what you're doing, read it like a book. It's quite demanding. Jake Armitage. Does the bus stop here? I don't know. This is typical cyberpunk. Just hey, who's this? Her clothes may be dirty, but this woman is far from downtrodden. Hey, not that it's my business, but I wouldn't go that way. Frag off. Nice to meet you too. Hey, just figured I'd give you the heads up. Those Halloweeners, they're stirring up trouble again. She points to the east. They rode in this morning on those fancy bikes, set up camp in the old street market. They've been marching up and down the street all day, shaking anyone down that wanders past. Let me just get my... Oh yeah, the missus is home. That's good. Sorry, I just... I sent her a message saying I'm streaming, but I said I'm streaking instead. So... Sorry folks. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, I've got to get the stream up on my thing before I do anything. There we go. And obviously I need to lower this so I don't blast you all with my voice. There you go. Let's do some... Okay. Well, you got the word help tattooed to you, well, written on your back, so don't blame me for not giving a shit about what the hell you think or whatever the hell you want to say. To be honest, watch out for those gangers. I can't give a shit. These the gangers? No. Lone Star. Lone Star are the police force in Shadowrun, but not really police. They're more, well, they're a gang by another name, really. They're for hire by anyone. They're corporate. Who the fuck's Bobby? Hey, chumma. I got some tasty morsels for you. Just what a very well-dressed Shadowrunner should have in his back pocket. Let's see what you have. Nah. This is the best place to party. Seamstresses Union, which is where we want to go eventually. But right now I want to geek some fools. The North Merchant's packing up her stand for the night. I'm closed, come back tomorrow. You got a great view of the alley across the street. Don't suppose you saw the murder happen there? She grunts. Sure, I was closing up when I heard a series of explosions from behind the Union. A couple of seconds later, this guy comes out and runs across the street. Didn't get a good look at him. Then all the lights in the alley exploded all of a sudden. Things got pretty quiet after that. And let me guess, you didn't go running over to see if the guy was okay? Hell no. Around here, that kind of thing gets you killed. Thanks for your time. No problem. Guess we can't get into the crime scene. Soy calf is actually coffee in this setting. Because there's huge food shortage literally everywhere, soy is in everything. Pretty much. So actual coffee is really, it's like a luxury delicacy. Okay, we can't get in there, we can't get past the cops. Open the stash with Jake's Mad Card. Yeah. Nice. Seriously? You want some of this? Boom. Jake, so welcome to the Barrens. Guess I'll need to find a new spot to hide my gear. Same dreck in every city these days. True, I've been around, but Seattle is still a runner's paradise as far as I'm concerned. Now that you've got some gear, let's go deal with those Halloweeners. Excellent. Let's go deal with them. There we go. Commerce is like a weed, taking root in the cracks and crevices of the world whenever it can. A small street market flourished here amidst the crumbling buildings of the Redmond Barrens. I had thought, God, these guys are shaking these people down. Okay, we'll see about that. Thorg attempts to use his bulk and hideous breath to intimidate the shopkeeper. The old woman is holding firm. But you can see the Thorg's patience is fading fast. It looks like he's about to start breaking things. Ah, who the hell are you? You heard the lady. Back off. Think you're tough? I own this block. Back up before your blood ends up all over the nice sidewalk. I'm really sick of gutter punks like you. I knew that you were looking to cause static. Dash, ice this guy. Seriously? Oh, you missed as well. Oh, you're dead. That wasn't too nice. God damn it. Oh my god, this is what I hate about games like this. No, you missed from like 2 centimeters away. Oh, you missed, you missed. So butterfingers, butterfingers. Mrs. James, I can't thank you enough. I hate to see such bloodshed, but those men would not take no for an answer. We simply want to make our way in the world. Shopkeeper holds out a few noyen. Please, it's the least we can do. Keep it, you need it more than I do. A few noyen, it's not going to make any difference. Halloween Sentry. Hey Asswipes, take another step forward and we are going to plant you right there. This is Halloween property now. This is Jake. This is one of the two that got away. If I hadn't missed my shot, these idiots would have given up and moved on by now. Halloween Sentry. Wait a minute. You're rolling with Jake? Bad idea, chummer. The Halloweeners are collecting that bounty. And killing you? Well, that'll be a nice bonus. You don't even know who I am. And you get the first turn now. Yeah, immediately. That's what I hate. They always seem to get the first turn on you. Okay, we'll just annihilate you. No? Okay, fair enough. What am I doing? Oh, balls. Boom. You're dead, Jake. Dead. Okay. Oh shit. Boom! Oh, it's only 4 damage? Wow, dude. John Paul. Whoa, uncle. I was just playing with you. I'll call off the rest of the Halloweeners, Jake. Call it even, yeah? Dirtbags like you don't need second chances. Dan the Donut Man. Love that name. Dan the Donut Man. The smell of fried food, powdered sugar and slightly burned soy calf is almost enough to overpower the dusty sewage stench of Redmond streets. The troll working at the stand is covered in food stains older than he is. What can I get you, chummer? I'll take a jelly donut and a soy calf. Enjoy. Did you see the murder in the alley across the way? Nope. That was closed when it happened, but hey, it's the Barons. The back alley killings aren't new around here. The only reason the cops are making a big deal about this ribber business is because some of the victims are real people, you know. Folks with sins. What can you tell me about the Barons? The Barons? Hell, if you have to ask, you probably shouldn't be out here. This stretch we're on is called Touristville, though, and I suppose the closest thing around here to respectable. Fewer muggings, and you might even survive drinking the water if you're lucky. Wouldn't recommend it, though. He scratches his armpit. Now behind me, that's the Seamstresses Union. You want drinks, drugs, favours, or information around here? The Union's your spot. Hell, that place is the reason I'm in business. Folks get the munchies when they party. Mrs. Kubota owns the joint. And she's quality. A hard woman, but fair. I'll see you around. So this is pretty much your hub. This is where you live. In later games you get your own place to live in and things. But here you don't really. As you approach the scene of Sam's murder, Jake spies the flashing red and blue lights overhead. Whoa, hold up a minute. Lone Star isn't above collecting on a corp-issued bounty. The one on my head isn't going away anytime soon. Sorry friend, I think this is where our paths diverge. Thanks again for the help with those Halloweeners. Here's your payment. They don't take Noyan where I'm going, and you look like you could use some funds. Likewise, Jake, give me a call when you're in the clear. Yeah, sure. He starts to leave, then tilts his head back. Hey, one more thing. When you're done checking out your pal's crime scene, pop to the Seamstresses Union. It's just down the street. You need gear, information, or a damn stiff drink, that's the place to be. Best dive this side of Chicago. I used that place as a base for operations for years back in the day. You make the right friends there, and I'm sure you'll get to the bottom of this ripper business. Well, nice knowing you. Jake turns and disappears into shadowy depths of the Redmond Barrens. The bright yellow police tape cuts through the darkness, directing your eyes to the white chalk outline and dark red stain marking the slab of pavement where Sam Watts died. Standing at the entrance of the alley is the Lone Star officer. The cop looks cold, hungry, and irritated by the homeless man who is currently pestering him. I'm telling you, I need to get my stuff from the alley or I'm going to die in the cold tonight. The officer sighs. And I've been trying to explain to you that this is an official Lone Star investigation and I can't let anyone in here. Hey, I got rights. Look, you sinless garbage, I've got a job to do. Find a new blanket or I'll find a reason to use my stun baton. Typical. I hate you pigs. He looks in your direction. Now what? Long night, eh? You look cold, so I picked up a donut and some soy calf for you. The other one was, hey, meet my friend, Mr. Credstick. Hey, thanks. The officer lights up. The officer's face lights up as he takes a sip. He seems very trusting, pretty trusting for an officer of the law. You know, when my dad was a cop, this was back when cops actually worked for the government. He said folks would buy him coffee all the time, but I ain't seen it till now. So, what can I do for you? My pleasure. I'm here from Internal Affairs to review the forensics guy's work, to find anything you might have missed. Sure, dig in. I certainly wouldn't mind those guys getting taken down a peg or two. Man, they do put on airs, if you know what I mean. I know what you mean, dude. Don't worry. And I'm in. So, this looks like the coat and blanket of the old man was trying to get back. Examine the area for evidence. As you shuffle through the bundle of cloth, the sight of printed receipt films out from beneath the fold of the blanket. It's a bar tab receipt from the Seamstresses Union, dated 2 days ago at 3:02 AM, right around the coroner's reported time of death. The customer is Sam Watts. The server's name is listed as Coyote. Pick up the coat and blankets for him. Amidst the shards of glass from the broken light, you see a small piece of glass that looks like the bottom of a test tube. Okay. The work light is new. You can see that all the normal alley lights have been ruined. Upon the closer inspection, it seems they all have imploded, as if someone foreshattered them all at the same time. There are two distinct sets of footprints, a human's ending at the chalk outline, and a larger set, possibly orc or troll, falling just behind the first. Hey buddy. The streets have not been kind to this man, but they've also hardened him. This man is clearly a survivor, though one wrestling with the onset of age and arthritis. You, I saw you over there with that rat bastard cop. What do you want? I think this coat and blanket belongs to you. My stuff! Mighty decent of you. Don't see that kind of thing too often out here. You know anything about the murder that took place here? He squints at you suspicious. You a copper, or working for some cop? Nope, I'm sinless as you. Mind answering a few questions? Hey, what makes you think I'm sinless? Ha! Just messing with you. Of course I'm sinless. System ID number, my ass. What kind of questions you got? Did you see the murder? Nope, and I can't say I'm sorry I missed it. I was hauling crates for Mrs. James up at the market. Can't carry as many as I used to, so it took a while. Got back here to see the couple of tourists puking all over my home turf. By then, that jerk-face in uniform had already set up shop in my alley. So, it sounds like you live in this alley? Sure. For the last couple of months I've been sleeping there, but I spend my days out doing odd jobs for the street merchants or panhandling tourists over near the Seamstresses Union. What else did you see that night? Well, you know, early in the night I saw a big and ugly troll in green hospital scrubs snooping around the back. He bought some donuts and 2 cups of soy calf off a Dan over there, seemed nervous, and he did everything with his left hand because his right was all chewed up with some cyberware. Tell me more about the troll's cyberware? Well, it was big, and I think it might have had some hospital attachments because I saw some needles. It was a lot like what I saw back in 44 when I got captured by elves. They did all sorts of experiments on me, let me tell you. Never trust one of them cyber people. That's all I need to know, thanks. See you around. So this dude, this fucker, Dan, was lying to me. You are lying to me, Dan. Why? Why? You sell some donuts to a troll wearing scrubs last night? Maybe. What did to you? I sell a lot of donuts to a lot of people. I know how Lone Star profiles metahumans. I tell them about a troll they bought donuts from me right before a murder. They'll haul him in just to see if anyone will pay the bail. Not today, my friend. I'll see you around. The Seamstresses Union. Relative to the rest of the Barrens, Touristville is a neon-clothed oasis. At its heart is the Seamstresses Union, housed in an old brownstone building on the corner of illegal and opportunity. Bums huddle together, gangers strut the street, and the occasional salaryman comes slumming. The Union building has been retrofitted, rebuilt, and restored so many times that it's like an aging starlet wearing too much makeup in an attempt to stay young. The wild ivory crowning growing out of the gutters adds to this effect. As you enter, the murmur of forced conversation washes over you. The dive bar denizens raise their heads, take your measure, then go back to their business. This is the kind of place where everyone knows your name, but keeps it to themselves. Let's spend some karma. I've got 9 karma. Fuck. Oh yeah. I don't need anything else really. Guess I'll take 1 and 2 and pistol. There we go. Cherry Bomb, one of my friends' stage names is Cherry Bomb. The bartender is a striking elf sporting a perfectly toned body, perfectly party lips, and perfectly tapered ears. Her eyes harmonise, save me, and take me in equal measure, hitting just the right note for the maximum extraction of tips. Hey there, I haven't seen you before, what can I get you? Something dirty in a clean glass. How about a date? Why not? She giggles with practiced ease, the elf girl next door. That's sweet, nobody ever asked me that around here. Sorry baby, I'm off the menu. Drink? Whiskey, straight up. She starts to turn away and Shell starts to turn away when a man with the face of a survivor and the zeal of a convert tugs at her arm, hard, to clear the two of their history. They try to keep their voices low, but their intensity of the conversation makes them easy to overhear. Cherry, you have to listen to me. If you stick around here, you'll end up dead or worse. The Ripper is out there and he's real. The last killing happened just down the block. Now Coyote's missing. They'll probably find her tomorrow in a dumpster without her head. Come on, Cherry Bomb, think. I think plenty, Shane. I think for freaking D from UW in Euro Prosthetics studying under Ojemans? What? Oh, I'm getting a PH freaking D from you. Okay. And now I'm paying for it. And how am I paying for it? Bartending. Tips. There are faster ways for a Baron's Guild to earn that kind of scratch, but I'm not taking him. So what do you want from me? Shane, I want what you want. A better life, a better world for everyone. The Universal Brotherhood can give you that. I've heard all this before. This isn't some trick to get us back together. Things are different now. I'm different now. The Brotherhood... Cherry Bomb's face is hard. Armoured in lipstick and low expectations. The Universal Brotherhood is for other people, Shane. Rich Bellevue types who can afford the membership fees and voluntary donations. Shane, this isn't about money. It's about binding the world together in brotherhood. Come with me. Attend a discovery meeting. Get to the core of who you are. I heard Lynn Telestrian give a talk last night called The New Family of the Sixth World. Cherry Bomb. I've got family right here, Shane. They're drunks and lowlifes and whores, and I'd choose them over any of your Brotherhood members. Now buzz, I need to get back to work. With body language that leaves no question that the conversation is over, Cherry Bomb turns her back on him. Sorry, I got interrupted. Boyfriend find religion? Her eyes, her pretty eyes narrow, something like that. You've got to look the sage, you're not just here for entertainment. Your badge. Do I look like a cop? She flutters her eyelashes. No, baby, you look like someone who knows the shadows. You're trained to spot a bronze the minute they walk in here. Something I can help you with? I have a few questions. Ask away. Who's that man you were talking to? Shane, old boyfriend, he used to work here, then one day he saw a billboard for the Universal Brotherhood and that was that. He went to a meeting, made new friends, moved in with them. I was happy for him until he started coming around to trying to recruit me. I didn't need that dreck. This girl named Coyote, is she here? She looks worried. No, I think she's away on business. Business, huh? Is she a shaman with a name like Coyote? She laughs. No. She shot a coyote once, thinking it was a shaman who double-crossed her. I've been calling her Coyote ever since. Her face falls. She's been missing a couple of days now. Some people think the Ripper got her, but I know her. Coyote can take care of herself. Have you heard the name Sam Watts? She nods. Sam's a regular customer and a regular pain in the ass for as long as I've been here. Talked a big game, but he was always broke. As soon as he got any money in his pocket, it went straight to his head. Chips, drugs, or booze. Coyote had a soft spot for him, though. Did you see Sam on the night he died? No, that was Coyote's shift. Tell me about this place. Some come here for booze, some for companionship, others are looking for something they can't get anywhere else. If it's illegal or immoral, then it can be bought, sold, rented, or consumed. You can probably find it here. The Union seems to attract people like you. Who runs this place? I want to talk to them. That'd be Mrs. Kubota. She's in the back room. You can't miss her. With nil sweat. Talk to you later. Eric Mersman. Hey guy, I've got some extra outfits I'm trying to unload. Want first dibs? I'll take a look. Yeah, there's some pretty cool stuff in here. Street Samurai. Yeah, I've got pretty good stuff on already. Might go with that. Yeah, why not? Oh wow. Looks like changed my tyre. Cool. The Asian woman's expression reads open for business, but her demeanour reads dealer rather than companion. She has a jack on her neck, a gun on her hip, and a chip on her shoulder. She eyes you with a sneer. You look like you know your way around. Need something? Weapons, matrix, tech? Show me what you got. Oh, cool. So I can actually get shit. Nice. Yeah, it's not really much here. I'll take a pistol. That's the only other thing I can take. Do you know what? I really don't like this. Meh. It's supposed to be stylish, I guess. Posted at the doorway to the VIP section is a tower of troll muscle wrapped in an impossibly tailored suit. Whether a product of good genes or expensive aftermarket cosmetic work, the troll's gleaming horns perfectly frame his face, and his polished tusks and goatee accentuate the lantern of his jaw. Welcome, please behave yourself. Okay. Funny place for the architect to put a wall. Load bearing too. You have business here? I'm a friend of Sam Watts, know him? Sure, everyone here knew Sam. Shame to lose a part of the family. There is a sharpness in Clue's eyes, the look of a man who's seen much and earned wisdom at a young age. I fear... You ever have to toss Sam on his ass? Not so much toss as nudge on his way. Sam was a drunk, but he usually wasn't a violent one. Usually? What about the night he died? He was a bit agitated, didn't catch the specifics, might have been over a woman. Thought I was going to have to show him out, but I had to deal with a couple of rival go-gangers posturing for one of the working girls upstairs. Jake helped Sam out instead. Keep your eyes and ears open. Always do. Cool. Okay, Johnny Clean. Mrs. Kubota Noog. The man dressed like a janitor but is wearing unusually clean overalls. He's tall, real thin, and has a cunning look in his eye that says he's more than just a maintenance man. Howdy, name's Johnny Clean, you knew. Yep. Just getting a look at the place. Well, enjoy yourself, this looks like your type of place. I'm just sweeping up a bit. Noog. Huh, wow. Covered in glowing magical talismans and fetishes, the troll does not seem fully of this world. He mumbles to himself constantly, apparently participating in several conversations at once, but with entities you can neither see nor hear. I told you, it's not like that at all. Bring proof and you shall have it. I am honoured, your majesty. That was what you were going to use the mustard instead of catsup. Forgive me, Jean, I was a fool. He looks in your eyes with their conversations on hold. You may peruse my magical wares and see their glory. No thanks, not interested. Mrs. Kubota. Mrs. Kubota watches you across the room, sizing you up as you approach. As you get closer, you can see that she's of mixed race, African and Japanese. Her demeanour says, "This is my house, mess with it at your peril." But her eyes twinkle with a playful light when she speaks. Konbanwa? Kombanwa, good evening. Kombanwa, good evening. Are you enjoying the Seamstresses Union? There should be plenty for a man like you to enjoy. She eyes you closely, or is it business? I'm tempted to ask what's upstairs, but not tempted enough. She laughs. Tell me, mate, what is it you're looking for? I'm looking for information. She eyes you suspiciously. Of course you are. Knowledge is power, eh? Serpent told. So, Car, what can I help you? And why should I help you? Somewhat. I'm looking for his killer. Her face brightens, amused. Ah, so you are the little insurance policy he would go on about when he was drunk. His avenging angel who would strike back for him from beyond the grave. What do you want to know? How old did you know Sam? I knew him. We all did. He was a regular here. Whenever he would beg or borrow enough money to become altered in some way, drugs, chips, alcohol, it didn't matter to Sam as long as he was bent. He was always looking for his next fix. He clung to this place like it was his lifeline, and we treated him as part of the family, even if none of us truly liked him, except for Coyote. Did you see Sam on the night of his death? He was here, quite inebriated as he often was. Coyote was working at the bar that night, and she informed me that Sam was getting rowdy and belligerent with other customers. When I requested he leave, he refused. My bouncer, Mr. Clue, was off dealing with another issue, so I requested that Jake escort Sam out the back of the door to the alley. That was the last I saw of either of them. Why is this place called the Seamstresses Union? During the gold rush years, there was a census, and the politicians wanted a higher number as possible to gain power and revenue. To bolster their numbers, they decided to include all the working girls, of which there were many, to the rolls. However, given the times, they would not list the girls' true occupation, so emptied them all as seamstresses. When a girl accumulated enough money to open her own place of business, she named it the Seamstresses Union, so potential workers would know that they would be treated fairly there, and thus a rich tradition was born. So you're a former seamstress? No. Perhaps when we know each other more, I will reveal more about myself. For now, enjoy the union. One more question. Can you tell me where to find Coyote? Her face darkens. Would that I could. I have not seen her in 2 days. She's a smart woman and quite dangerous, but I fear for her. If she's dangerous, why fear for her? Please, if you are what I think you are, you know. There is always someone more dangerous. Her room is upstairs if you're looking for her. I invite you to examine it. You may be able to uncover her whereabouts. I would not normally betray her privacy in this way, but she's missed 2 shifts now, and cannot be reached on her comm. It's unlike her. If something has happened, I will not have inaction on my conscience. Here's the key. Thanks. Yeah, do you know what? I'm changing my shit out. I'm not having this. This looks stupid. This looks stupid. Oh, I can't. Okay. I don't think this is her room. Panel I can't hack right now. She had a large room, fuck. The stand is listed with action, movies and cigarette butts. Framed painting of the Chicago skyline, done in stylized silhouette. Coyote's bed has a diary with several pages sticking out of it. I open the diary to the first paper. There's a receipt stuck between the pages and a diary entry. I came back from my shift to find 4 of Paco's goons sleeping on our apartment floor. It's getting fragging ridiculous. I want to be with him, with the real Paco, but this quarter-dreck keeps messing everything up. I love him, but he's totally different with the gang. It's how I make cash, baby, he always says. I tried to tell him he doesn't need the cash. I can support us both with what I make at the Seamstresses Union, but he still goes on with these runs. On these runs with these bozos all over my floor. I feel like he's just seeing how far he can push me before I kick him out. Try to be patient, but what does it have to be? Well, it's have to be all one way. As soon as the last cutter was out the door, I lost it. I told him if he ever pulled Jet like that again, he was sleeping in the alley. Of course, he begged and pleaded with me, telling me it wouldn't happen again. I don't want to deal with this anymore, but I don't want him to leave. He's the reason I got through all that stuff last year. Got my bartending license, got this apartment and this life. I know he cares about me and loves me, more than his involvement with the cutters. I just wish I could slice out that gang from our life together, slice out the fear that comes along with it. Inspect the receipt. A receipt for a Browning Max Powder pistol from Jim Park downstairs, with a note saying how big guns on hot women turn her on. Okay. The paper has handwritten poem on it and a diary entry. Sometimes it seems like Paco reads my mind or my diary. Maybe he does the latter. I wouldn't be surprised. Hi, Paco. Ever since last week, he hasn't mentioned the cutters once. He leaves the apartment with a "see you in a few hours, babe," and returns later without comment. I don't know if it's really going to help us or avoid the subject in conversation completely, but I have felt better without our constant arguing about it. The last 2 nights I've come home from work to Paco waiting up for me, slouching on the old dumpster couch with a novel 4 inches from his face. I imagine that as I turn the key in the door he perks up and makes himself look especially studious when I get the door open. He seems superficially surprised to see me, but I love this little act. That's good. Poem. Let's just say that Paco should stick to guns and motorcycles and leave poetry to others. There is a receipt and an old photograph stuck between the pages. Look at the picture. The picture shows a young girl with caramel skin and dark brown hair. She has a snake wrapped around her arm, yet she is smiling. The back of the photograph has "Shadow" scrawled on it. Okay, look at the picture. Inspect the receipt. A COD receipt for a special order, £5 of zebra meat from Maury's Meat Emporium, located near Pike Place Market. Not what I'm looking for. A receipt for a wall safe, installed near the bathroom door, set combination of 342436. Yep. Coyote's computer is ancient, probably fished out of a junkyard. It doesn't even have a data jack, and the cracked display is covered with fingerprints. Tapping the keyboard causes the dust-caked fans to spin up, only to display on the screen password. Without the password, the only other option on the screen is password recovery. Oh, we'll do that then. Please enter the free security question to reset your password. Your childhood pet, Shadow. Answer stored. Your favourite musical act. Maria Mercurial? What was the name of your hometown? Chicago. That's stored. I need to see if there is a poster for action movie. She's from Chicago, I know that. COD. No. Different page. Inspect the receipt. Okay, it's not there. Okay. There's nothing in here. Definitely Shadow. The Shadows, why not? And Chicago. Okay. Definitely Shadow. Concrete Dreams. Chicago. Okay. Definitely Shadow. The Elementals. Chicago. My God. Shadow. Shield All. Chicago. Okay. Shadow. Starfire. Chicago. This has to be it. Yes. Okay. Calendar. 3 days ago, meet with Delara about gig. Today, meet Paco for a date at Pike Place Market due in 30 minutes. Contacts. Koito's contact list is as exactly one entry, someone named Paco. There is no comlink number or other contact information for him available. This does not seem to be like a very useful list of contacts. Quick scan of recent searches shows that Coyote has been reading a great deal about hellhounds. It also suggests that a casual interest in vintage action figures. Marvellous. That was useful. As in, it wasn't useful at all. How can I help you? Do you know Paco? He's a ganger, member of the Cutters. He is a good kid and a nasty line of work. I warn Coyote against getting attached to that type. They don't live long. You heard of Maury's Meat Emporium? Her face twists in disgust. No, I'm a vegetarian. Did you know Jin Park sold a gun? Took Coyote a gun recently. I'd be more surprised if she hadn't. Bouncers can deal with most of the troublemakers, but around here you need a gun to take the trash out of the dumpster. Coyote has a date with Paco at a place and market the next half an hour. If you would go down there, it might bring you peace of mind. I'll call a cab for you. It should be able to get you there in time. Gambate kudasai. Good luck. And some cooler dreads. It's better. Don't look too much like a fucking doozy now. Pike Place Market. You catch a cab from Touristville to Pike Place Market, an immersively quiet ride that takes you from probably going to your mug to probably going to pay too much for your drinks. Compared to the urban wasteland of the Barrens, the downtown area is filled with modern buildings, lighted streets and unbarred shops, all living beneath the shadows of massive corporate arcologies. For many, these arcologies are home. For others, they're hulking monuments to where the world went wrong. Famous for its fishmongers, Pike Place has been around since the early 1900s, overlooking the bay. Now it's a market for all things, legal and illegal. A melting pot of the haves and have-nots. Even though most of the shops are closed, the sight, sound and smells of the market hit you from the moment you step out of the cab. Cool. That's going to be enough now. We've done around about 50 minutes of what I'm trying to keep these to. So I will see you in the next part, where we will be trying to find Paco. So, see you guys then.